Woo! All right, here we go. 30-day Design Your Life Challenge. And this is day 28. Hmm? We're almost done, right? You're doing a great job. You made it this far. That means you looked at your power statement as well before we got here to come and watch day 28. And things are looking different for you, right? Those obstacles are starting to look like opportunities now, right? The world is not going to change. The only thing that can change is us, right? And that's the purpose of this entire 30-day challenge, right? To kind of put the power back in our hands where it always has been, right? But just kind of showing each other how we can tap into that power and then use it to go forward, right? All these messages, the intention is to help you be more confident and more productive, all right? That's the goal behind this. On that power statement at this point, it's done. So you would have, I am the most important person in my life. That's the top line. Underneath that, my improvement helps everyone around me. Underneath that, I am the qualities, right? Your three qualities. I am this, I am this, I am this. And then underneath that, your three abilities. I am good at this, I am good at this, I am good at this. Underneath that, the difficulties will continue to come and I will continue to overcome them. Underneath that, confident, period, intelligent, period, assertive, period. Underneath that, I am confident, period, I am intelligent, period, I am assertive, period. Right? We want to give ourselves this energy so we can take that and move into the world. Right? It all starts with the mind. Most things begin in the imagination, right? So we want to once again take over our programming, right? If the world is going to be programming me with all these things, let me start myself off on the right foot, right? That's kind of the purpose of that power statement. You could always go to the website, Carter Hughes Knowledge Institute.com, to get a copy of the power statement. Download one for yourself, keep it with you, create what you want to create with it, right? But we do have those messages on there for you. And we have that life goals tracker as well, right? 1 year, 3 year, 5 year goals. Writing them out, right? Having the courage to specifically decide what it is you want. Right? We understand that having the courage to write out what you want is difficult. We understand that, right? That's the challenge. Right? None of this stuff is easy. It's a challenge, right? It's not complicated to do. It's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do, right? That's the challenge of it all. Who's going to discipline themselves, right? And the results kind of bear out and show you who's been disciplining themselves and who maybe hasn't, right? So we want to keep that in mind, continue to make that progress, continue to move forward. Day 28, huh? How to protect your future self. It's just 3 tips, right, that we offer to kind of, so folks can protect their future self, protect their future, right? That future self idea, that's from Manhattan, right? I got a person I knew, a smart young lady, bright young lady, but she said that to me, this idea of your future self, protecting your future self, right? This is a few years ago, but yeah, it stuck with me. So I'm like, man, we need to make a day out of this, right? A day to just protect our future selves. So we say, how do we do that? One way is to track what you're learning, right? Number one, track what you're learning. Keep track of the new talents, new skills that you're developing, right? So you can look at that and see who you're becoming, right? Once again, the basis of all confidence is internal, right? So by tracking what you learn, you're giving yourself a snapshot of the progress you're making, right? That progress that you're making is reason for confidence. All right, so that's number one. Number two, take your profession seriously. If you're in school, take your school seriously, right? If you take your job or your school seriously, it could lead you to some amazing places in life, right? I think we all kind of realize that. But it's only for the serious people who are going to take this thing serious and really explore and find all the opportunities that are within any industry. Any job that you have in this country, it exists within a million, billion, or $1 trillion industry. That's the reality of it. Wherever you work, whatever you're doing, millions, billions, trillions of dollars are being made, right? So let's not overlook that. Once again, let us not be confused by the simplicity of the good life, right? Number two, taking your profession seriously. Number three, the 2 year portrait. draw a picture of how you want to look in 2 years. All right. Once again, this is a cathartic exercise, right? Exercise the spirit. All right. Helps you to tap into that spirit, tap into your self-image, your self-esteem, right? And to take some control over it. What do you think you'll look like 2 years from now? What will you be wearing, right? What will you be driving? Where will you be living 2 years from now? Right? Once again, having that courage to decide, right, what you want in the future. Keep in mind that your faith and your fear both come from your imagination. Neither one of these things are, necessarily true. They are as true as you believe them to be. Right? That's the beauty of being a human. Right? God gave us all the dignity of choice. We can choose whether we want to believe faithful things, faithful messages, stay in that faithful space, or stay in that fearful space, fearful messages, right? We can decide whichever one of these is the truth to us as individuals, right? But we have to keep in mind it's the significant insignificance, right? It matters to you. There's billions of us out here, right? All people who have decided to live life a certain way, just kind of based on what they feel. There's no really right or wrong way. What we're encouraging people to do, hey, develop yourself. That's a key to having success and progress and feeling good about what you're doing out here. Because when you develop yourself, you can use those gifts to help other people, and that reminds you of how useful you are to society at large. Not just to the people around you, but the world needs you. The world needs your talents, right? So we're trying to make sure that we continue to develop our talents, continue to develop our gifts. That 2 year portrait will help you do that. Identify, how do I want to look 2 years from now? How do I want my life to look 2 years from now? Right? And then being able to make that decision. Have the courage to make your request known. Right? Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. Rejoice. And again, I say rejoice. Right? Have a positive attitude every day. Let your moderation be known to all men. Right? Be a disciplined person, even when you're in the crowd and the crowd is moving a certain way. If that's not the right way, show that you're a disciplined person, right? Let your moderation be known to all men, right? Be careful for nothing. Don't be fearful. Don't worry. Don't doubt. Be prayerful. And in supplication, make your requests known to God, right? Be clear about what you want. Have the courage to write down specifically what it is you want. Not what people want, what they want to know. You, specifically, you. What do you want? If you have the courage to write it down, then you'll have the courage to start pursuing it. Right? And remember, intention, as soon as you get clear on your intention, disruption will soon follow. That lets you know you're on the right track, right? That's kind of how I view it at this point. That's how you know you're on the right track. As soon as you get clear about something, I want to do this. I'm going to work myself. I got the courage to do it. I take the first step. Trouble's coming immediately. All right? You will be tested. So let's just keep that in mind. I mean, once again, I don't know if life is easy for anyone. I don't think that's a thing. It's it's difficult for all of us, and it should be. We're in a privileged position to be humans, and to have all these abilities that we have. So, yeah, it's going to be difficult, but we have to get wiser, get stronger, and get better. The difficulties won't stop. The difficulties won't change, but we can change. Right? That's the key to all this. We can change. You and I, we can change. We can improve. We can become smarter. We can become stronger. We can become wiser. Right? That's the point of all this. The power is in our hands. Right? And once again, make sure you're looking at that power statement within the first 20 minutes of your day. Make sure you're looking at your goals every day to remind yourself of the destination. Right? That's your GPS. If you put nothing in the GPS, you're not going to get to where you want to go. Right? So let's just keep that in mind. GPS it. Why not? Huh? You know, if the way you've been trying has not been working, we're just saying here's another way that you can try, right? We're not trying to convince anyone of anything, right? Hey, do what you do. If it's useful to you, use it. If not, discard it and let it be, right? Either way, we're wishing that you have an incredible day, all right? Day 28. How to protect your future self. Power statements should be strong at this point, right? Let's make sure we make that 2 year portrait and track what we learn and then take our profession serious. That profession is an opportunity. That's all that is. An opportunity, right? For you to build an incredible life. Huh? You can do it. I know you can do it. Huh? All right. Continue to explore. The last part. And continue to explore the most fascinating thing about your life. You. All right. That's the truth. Have an incredible day.